Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what you should be building on Jhin to absolutely dominate your rank games. And first off, I want to say it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been doing the streams. I used to do the videos, but yeah, so let's get right on into the items. Now, I find that this is the build that's given me the most success, and it is starting off with Yuumi's Ghostblade into Infinity Edge, Stasis, Rapid Fire Cannon, GA, and Mortal Reminders. So now there's some important things to keep in mind. Once you buy Yuumi's Ghostblade and Infinity Edge, if you need that heal cutting early, you can get the Executioner Calling after your two items, or you could even go the Mortal Reminder third instead of the Rapid Fire. What's really nice about this build is that the Ghostblade gives you a lot of movement speed. This build has a lot of crit, and the rapid fire cannon gives you that extra long range auto that can really help you finish off the opponents. Now for the runes, you're going to want to use Fleet Footwork. You're going to be moving a lot, especially with the Ghostblade. So you're always going to be autoing, and when you crit, you move even faster. So Fleet Footwork is just a fantastic rune on Jhin. Now obviously you're going to follow this up with Brutal. I like to run Hunter, Titan, and Sweet Tooth. Now, there's a lot of different options, guys, and I'm about to lay some wisdom on you for these type of runes. So, if you are against a comp, for example, that you need tenacity for, then of course go Hunter, Titan. This is the best rune. It gives you tenacity, also gives you a little bit of max HP at the beginning. You run Bone Plating if you're against champions like Blitz, Thresh, Rakan, Leona, Alistar. Bone Plating will really help you survive against these type of supports. Lastly, if you're against like a hardcore AD comp or a hardcore AP comp, then honestly running Adaptive Carapace is really good. Or if you just want to be a lot more durable in the early game, then Adaptive Carapace is really strong for that. And for the spells, you're going to want to go heal and flash depending on what your support runs. If your support goes heal, then you can run barrier. But with that, guys, that's everything you need to know about Jhin's builds and runes. And I'm telling you, this gameplay goes crazy. I get 18 kills and it was awesome. So if you're brand new here, make sure to sub up. And with that, let's get right on into the gameplay. All right, guys, we are finally in the game here, and okay, we'll just leave the vision like this. We're looking at it from the replay points of view, and guys, as you can tell, I'm rocking the brand new Jhin skin. It's absolutely amazing. I think the skin is actually so good. Now, my favorite Jhin skin is the Dark Cosmic Jhin. It is legendary, but for a non-legendary skin, this might be my favorite non-legendary skin. Like, this skin is beautiful. The sounds of the auto attacks and the abilities are really nice and clean, so I really appreciate that. Oh, okay. We're gonna remove let's see what type of interface. We'll rock. We might rock, I don't know what's the best interface, but we'll just keep this. So in this lane, you could tell that we are against a Ezreal Blitzcrank. What's critical here is watching out for that pull, but as you can see, my support and I took a nice clean trade right off the start. My Rakan did lose his HP, but we did chunk the carry, so it is really worth it. I'm still full HP, so I get to stay aggressive in this lane. So now, the one easy mistake that a lot of non-pro ADCs do is that they mindlessly just shove the wave. You do not want to do that, especially if you are the one stronger in the lane. So if you're the one stronger, don't just shove the wave and let the weaker opponents just get the CS for free. Like, I'm making this Ezreal work for the CS. Like, he needs to walk up, he needs to eat some damage first. Like, he really needs to work for the CS, right? But if I just shove the wave and it goes under tower, he could clear it for free and I can't do anything about it. See, I could easily just I could trap this wave, shove it, and just do that. But that's not the thing. That's not what you want to do. Now, if you're on the weaker side, you're going to just want to be trying to get the CS as well as you can. But there's going to be times where you do need to shove the wave. But it really depends. Like, if you need to rotate for your jungler, then it's okay to shove the wave like this and rotate. So right here, my support and I wanted to shove this wave and this wave right here. So you're going to see me use everything on this wave, but this Blitzcrank pulls my Rakan, so we end up hopping in on the Blitzcrank. I follow up with my Rakan's knockup with my own root. That is one of the best things you could do. So right here, I'm keeping my auto attacks because I want my Rakans to come back and go in on this Ezreal. See, I'm holding my autos, Boom, boom, and we get the kill. On Jhin, you got to be very, very smart with your auto attacks, because right there, if I autoed the turret a couple more times, like I wouldn't have enough auto attacks to kill the Ezreal. So it's very, very important that you are aware of things like that. So none of that would have happened if Blitzcrank didn't even pull. Oh, Blitzcrank actually is such an idiot here. The Blitzcrank flash pulls my Recon and just gets CC'd to death, essentially. Really sad. I have to just run up, get the kill. I wanted to reset right there. Oh, this is so annoying when the enemy team does this, guys. Look, I'm trying to reset, and this Ezreal's just a buzzkill, and he just ults me. Like, he just ults me, bro. Like, what a buzzkill. What a buzzkill. It forces me to stay. So, yeah. On Jhin, be aware of your auto attacks and how much autos you have left. And also, make sure you use your root to follow up on CC. Like Rakan's knocking up, Rakan's charming. I'm using my root as a follow-up. And that's a really, really, it's very simple tip to understand, and make sure to use it, right? We're gonna get in some team fights here, which I'm gonna be able to explain a little bit more in depth on how to team fight with Jhin, because Jhin is very interesting, and there's kind of a set of things you need to do in team fights. So as Jhin, you want to be drafting Jhin against squishies, and the enemy team doesn't have the best of squishies. So the reason why Jhin isn't good against super tanky comps is because he only has 4 auto attacks at a time. So if I'm against a Garen, I'm never going to kill that Garen, because I'm going to auto attack the Garen 4 times. He's still alive. I have to reload. Like, it's just a hassle. So that's why it's really important. Right here, when you're in a lane against a Blitzcrank type of support alone, like and you don't have your support, the Blitzcrank's usually going to rush at me. But right here, I did not flash because I knew I wasn't going to die. I knew I wasn't going to die, so I didn't use my flash. And they did use Ezreal ulti, so I'm just going to come here. And I'm going to use my ultimate here after my root, right? I'm using everything I can. I'm now using my ultimate to see if I can finish off anyone. I'm trying to kill the Olaf, and yes, I do. And right here, I'm keeping my distance, guys. Look at me. Look at me keeping my distance right here. I'm keeping my distance. Like, I'm not walking into melee range onto Darius. So let's talk about like some of the things that went right in that fight, right? So I come into the fight, I have 4 auto attacks, right? But I'm low. So if I go and auto attack, there's a chance I could die. So what I did instead was I set a trap, then I used my root, I made sure to use all my abilities, and then click my ultimate and finish off targets. I hit the Olaf, execute the Olaf, which was super good. Right here, this Blitzcrank is just getting just overextending, really, and I flash and get the kill because I'm super greedy. The ignite was gonna kill him. So in team fights, you want to make sure you use like some of your utility and auto attacks, and then use your ultimate. But if you can't auto attack, then it's okay to just skip the autos part. Just use your abilities to start channeling your ultimate. So right here, we got another double piece onto the enemy dragon laners. So we just get this turret, and I'm up about a lot of gold right now. After I finish this turret, I'm at 7.4, and the Ezreal has 3.5. So once you're completely snowballing the game, right, guys, what you want to do next is you want to push your lead to the other lane. So now I'm going to start running towards the mid lane, right? Because I really want to support my team and allow them to get gold on the map as well. So right here, my Diana knows I'm here. I'm pinging to my Diana. Let's get ready to make some plays in mid. The Olaf gets greedy for this, so I make sure to use my abilities. I'm kiting the Olaf, boom with my forward shot, use my root, and we just finish him off. I mean, we do so much damage, guys. Like, we could literally do whatever we want. It's actually quite disgusting. After we get these 3 kills, you could tell we're up so much gold. This game is essentially like just done. Like, the game's actually just done. But we rotate up for this Ezreal. My support is canceling out the Ezreal's reset, and I'm just coming back to finish him off. Boom, 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 boom. Now, the force shot does extra damage the lower your opponent is. So if you have your Q up, make sure you throw out your Q before your last auto attack, just to do as much damage before your last shot as possible. So like like this game is going, it's basically pretty much a snowball. I have 10 of our 15 kills. Absolutely just dominating the lobby. And yeah, so I'm just running back to mid. There's really nothing to do right now. This is just downtime in the game. I can only push out the wave, maybe set up some vision. I do see that my Renekton is maybe in a bad spot, but right here we actually get caught off guard. This Blitzcrank just rushes on top of me, so I end up clicking my stasis and flashing out because that's the only way to live. So right here I'm just kiting out this Darius and trying to do as much damage back as possible. And honestly, I did a pretty decent amount of damage, like, to all their carries. Now, I was going to reset, but this turret was low, and I really didn't want Darius taking advantage of that. So I ended up just shoving out the wave before resetting, which is good, because after I reset and Darius clears those minions, there's not going to be any minions left for him to push turrets. So it's actually a great reset. And at this point, as you can see, I actually went Executioner's Calling after my first two items for the Olaf, the Kale, the Darius, and even maybe the Ezreal, if the Ezreal is running any healing, because I feel like it would get pretty decent value here. And right here I'm coming over because our Renekton went over the wall to fight, and I'm trying to help follow up this fight with my own root, which I land onto the Blitz, and then I pull out my ultimate right away after I use my root, which is actually a really important combo. After you root someone, you could just pull out your ultimate and just get the kills. And as you can see, I'm going crazy, guys. I'm legit going crazy. Like, it's as simple as that. But yeah, a nice little combo that you guys can utilize in your own game is use your root and then pull out your ultimate right away, because the enemy team is going to be rooted, so you can land at least one of your shots 100% of the time. And usually when you land one shot, it's easier to land the next shot because you kind of get slowed when you get hit by a Jhin shot. So right here we decide to reset. I finish off my rapid fire cannon. So right now I have 3 items. I'm super strong. I could literally do whatever I want this game. We're shoving out the mid wave to kind of push forward on the map and apply as much pressure as possible and look for these picks. So right here, Rakan and I, we're trying to look for some picks right here. Look at that 4 shot, 473 damage, and my root legit just kills Ezreal. Like, it's too easy, man. It's legit just too easy sometimes. And right here, we're trying to keep sieging. We just want this Rift Herald to get its next kind of leap onto the tower right there, and it does get it. We decide to back off because we don't want to give any. We don't want to throw. I wish there was a way to check how much my bounty is, but it's at least got to be 1,000. Like, low-key, it could be 1,500, guys. I'm low-key not even capping. I think my bounty could be 1,500. But right here, we decide to camp, but our Master Yi is kind of being weird, and is just overextending really far. And there's really nothing I can do. They're all outside of my attack range, but we do see Olaf right here, and I just throw my grenade at Olaf and get the kill. Like, oh man, playing a Fed Jhin is just so fun. I come back to mid to see if I could do anything. The Kale solo. One quick thing about Jhin's Q, if you did not know, I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know this, but you want to use your grenade, like, let's say you're trying to clear a wave. You want to use it when the minion is about to die, because each time a grenade kills something, it does more damage. So right here, I follow up with my root. I throw a trap down. As you can see, I'm still keeping my distance, but the only reason that Darius was able to close that gap was because of his proto belt. And right here, we're just kiting him back, and boom, we get the kill. Now, Darius is so broken, guys. Like, why was that even close? Then the Olaf's like, yo, let me get some right here. I flash, and I also get my barrier, and I'm just kiting. We can easily kill this guy. Boop. Easy. Nice. And then I just decide to reset right here. So the game's about to finish very soon. There's going to be one last team fight that is pretty wild. And I think there might be a chance where I misplayed this team fight almost, but we shove out this wave. Is there anything to note about the builds right now? That Ezreal build's bad. Do not go Iceborne Gauntlet second. You want to go Trinity second, at least. I don't like that build. Everything else looks pretty standard. So right here, this is the last fight. I try to follow up on this Darius, keeping my distance, as you can see on my autos. But then this Olaf comes in from nowhere, and it puts me in a bad spot. So I have to stasis. Oh my god, and I get barrier, and I barely live. And then I whip out my ultimate. And I am keeping my shot onto this Ezreal. Sadly, my shot doesn't even kill Ezreal, but it does tag. I timed out the stasis, and the enemy team surrendered. So guys, this is how to play Jhin. And most of my tips and tricks. There's probably a little like. There's a lot of little things you could do on Jhin that really matter a lot, and it's just especially like the most important part about Jhin is the way you take team fights. You have 4 auto attacks, you have a root, and your traps also provide a huge slow and making sure to get full value out of your entire kit. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to like and sub if you're brand new here, and also let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions about Jhin and what champion you would like to see next. With that, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.